Go. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Straight Talk with Shelia. Thank you so much for meeting me here on a weekly basis. Thank you for your commitment. I want to thank all of those of you who DM me and put your requests in the chat and you reached out to me. So I am so grateful. Today, I just want to share with you today on a topic that should be on all our minds. But before I get into it, I have a question for you. And I want you to type your answer in the comment. What do you want to be remembered for? Yeah. I know you may be saying, I've never really thought about it, but I'm calling you to think about that today. Doesn't matter how old you are. You could be 12, you could be 55, you could be 80. There's still things that you can be remembered for. And it is so important that we are intentional about that. And that thing, that word, that answer to that question is your legacy. Yes, legacy is so important. We have access now to the World Wide Web. We have all social medias, and you can type in people's names and information. You can get loads of information when you type that in. But the thing is, you decide how you want to be remembered. Do you want to be remembered as someone that made an impact? Do you want to be remembered as someone that made a positive impact, I should say, or someone that was just negative, that did wrong, that did all the things that you wouldn't want to see left as your legacy? You have an opportunity to pivot, to change things. So for the next few minutes, I just want us to answer these three questions. What exactly is legacy? How do you build it? And why do you need it? So, legacy is anything, an heirloom that is passed down from one generation to the next. It could be a recipe, it could be a service, it could be leadership, it could be how you started your business from the ground up. It could be something that things were going so bad in your family and you were able to turn things around. Legacy is that positive impact that you want to leave for your family. I was watching a video several months ago, and I remember there was a conversation Oprah was sharing about a conversation she had with the late, great Maya Angelou. And Maya Angelou was telling Maya Angelou about her legacy. And Maya Angelou spoke to her and reminded her that legacy is not limited to what she was saying, but it's greater than that. It's every life that she touched. Let that sit and marinate for a minute. Can you think of every life that you have touched? Again, like I said, with all this technology that we have, you can touch so many lives. And we have got to be intentional about what we want others to think about us, what we want others to know, what we want others to understand of how we got over. So the next question is, why do you need it? You need it because you want people to know that you were here. You want people to know that you were able to devise a strategy to make a difference, to get over and to get up each time life knocked you down. How do you build it? You build it one life at a time, one person at a time. And the greatest example for that was for me. As I was raised with my grandmother, I only lived with her 11 years of my life. But those were 11 phenomenal years. These are my youthful years where she imparted to me wisdom and ways of getting up again, ways of getting over and getting through the tough times. The legacy that she left me kindness. She left me resilience. She left me leadership. She left me service. She didn't just leave me these words, she left her action. I saw her model these behaviors. And because of what I saw her do or what she did back then, I am now paying it forward. I'm leaving that legacy for my sons and for my grandchildren. I want them to know that I was here. I want them to know that I knew how to get through struggles. I knew how to get up again. What do you want to be remembered for? I needed to type it in there so that we can communicate. So if you don't know what you want to be remembered for, I can work with you and help you formulate that, because it is important that we are intentional about our legacy. Again, like I said, it doesn't matter how old you are, you can start today. As my grandmother left me this very impactful pathway When I got knocked down in life, in relationship, and starting my business and wanted to write my book, and when I was scared and fearful and not knowing what to do, I had to reach back to the things that I saw her do, the things that I saw her get through. She got up each time, each adversity that she faced, and I saw her getting over. If you know someone right now who needs to know the importance of legacy, that they can start building legacy now, I want you to put me on pause. Put me on pause and like and share this video, because we all need to be intentional about the legacy we're leaving. If you know how, what it takes to buckle up your shoe and draw up your shoe strap and build your business from the ground up, someone needs to know. Someone in your family needs to know how you did it. If you want your family to enjoy residual income time and time again, and you know of a recipe, something that they can bake or cook and do so that they can get income from this, you need to write it down. You need to put it in words. You need to put it in a book. I was able to write my book, Free Me From Me. Chains Were Meant to Be Broken. And the only reason I was able to write this book was because I was able to lean in to the things and the examples that my grandmother left for me, the legacy she left for me of leading herself and leading us as her grandchildren, her nieces and nephews, and in the community, how she cared for other people, how she served other people, her kindness, her compassion, her resilience. I didn't just get it just on my own. I looked at pages in her book. Even though this was a woman with a ninth grade education, this is why I'm saying anybody can make a difference and leave a legacy. It is so important that we are intentional about leaving a legacy. Yes, Maya Angelou says, every life that you touch, every life that I will touch. When I think about legacy, I want to be remembered as a mother that was intentional, as a mother that was there, as a mother that was supportive, as I was my children's greatest cheerleader. I want to be remembered for that. I want to be remembered as a sister who was a good listener, who was a good friend, who was willing to be vulnerable and share my story to help my sisters and my brothers make a difference in their life. I want to be remembered as a good friend, a friend that was there for my friends. I was there. It wasn't too late for you to call me. It wasn't too late for me to jump in my car and come to your aid. That's the legacy that we want to live. Your legacy is up to you. You decide today, and I hope you will take pages from somebody in your family that's standing up, that's making a difference, and that wants to make a lifetime legacy and impart wisdom to those who are coming behind them. Like I said, you are able to search on Google and search on the internet and just find out so much information. So you decide today what the message you want to leave. Legacy is not perfection. It is saying that you know how to get up when you're knocked down 7 times. You know how to get through the struggles. You know how, even though you're knocked down and your knees are bruised, you can get up and you can show someone how to do it. If you don't know how, you can learn, and you can decide today that you are being intentional about making sure that people know that you are here. Legacy is anything that you pass down. What do you want to pass down? What do you want people, when they hear your name, that they remember you for? I stopped by here to tell you, as your coach and as your teacher, that I see a legacy down inside of you that you can make a difference. I want you to leave a blueprint for your family, for your friends, your co-workers, for your community. As you make impacts in your world, I want people to remember you for the positive things. It is so important that we decide now for the legacy that we want to leave. I am your coach. I am your sister, shining light to the treasure that I know is inside of you. And if you want to leave a legacy, start today. Make a difference, one person at a time. Keep adding value every time. It's so important that we leave footprints for those that are coming behind us, to put their feet in there and to leave them a path that they can find their way. Have a great evening, and may God bless you. I meet you here next week, same time, maybe not same place, but I will meet you here. Thank you again for tuning in, and I can't wait to hear what your legacy is or what you want to build. Have a great evening, and may God bless you. Bye-bye.